A very warm welcome to my dear Vivekians. I hope you all are good and safe at your home. This is your Chandni ma'am. Today I am going to continue the chapter number 2 of Social Studies. Students, before starting today's work, let's take a recap that you have studied in previous video. Yesterday, we have learned about historical monuments and buildings, places of worship, statues and gardens, paintings and books which have been built in the past form our material heritage. With the help of this, we learn more about our past. We have also studied some of the famous monuments of India, that is, the Ajanta caves carved in the rock walls, which is situated in Maharashtra, the Mehrang fort, which is situated in Rajasthan. It is one of the largest forts in India. And the third one is beautiful Nishant Bagh, which is situated in Srinagar. And the last one is the Grand Mysore Palace, which is situated in Karnataka. These all four monuments we have studied in the previous video. Now, let's start today's work. Today's lesson objective is to learn about the importance of our material heritage and its conservation by the Government of India. Open your course book, everyone. Page number 17. Write down the date first of all, everyone. In Let's Try 6 students, there is an activity for you. I am going to read this activity. Listen to me carefully. Historians found a very old painting of some women storing grains in large clay pots. They were wearing many ornaments made of beads and silver. Students, here historians found a very old painting of some women storing grains in large clay pots. They were wearing many ornaments. उन्होंने काफ़ी ornaments पहने हुए थे जो कि beads and silver से बने हुए थे. Share any three things which this painting tells us about the lives of people of that time. So students, as you know, you don't have friends with you right now, so you can share any three things with your family members about the lives of people of that time. Next is, let's find out. In this, we will study some more examples of our material heritage, that is sculptures, paintings and craft items. Statues and carvings on wood, stone and metal are known as sculptures. Here sculptures are the statues on wood, stone and metal. Basically these are made by carving on wood, stone and metals. The sculptures, paintings and craft items like toys and pots made in the earlier times are studied by the historians to know about our past. Here it means historians studied about the sculptures, paintings and craft items like toys and pots which were made in earlier times with the help of which they came to know about our past. As shown in figure number 9, this sculpture is on the walls of Ajanta caves. Here Ajanta caves are in Aurangabad which have many paintings of Buddha. These paintings help us to know about our historical people and events. And with the help of these sculptures on the wall of Ajanta cave, we also came to know about the life of the Buddha. Look at the figure number 10, everyone. It is a Harappan toy cart. Here is a toy cart with the help of which children of Harappan towns played. The toy cart tells that the Harappan people must have used pots for storing things. It shows that people of Harappan must have used these pots at that time to store the things. Bullock cart seem to be a popular means of transport during those time, as this depicts that it is one of the most popular means of transport with the help of which they can carry their things from one place to another. In figure number 11, it is a wall painting from a Mughal monument showing floral designs. With the help of this wall painting, we can depict that these floral designs were very popular during those times. कि ये floral designs जो हैं बहुत ज़्यादा popular थी उन दिनों में. Next is books and inscriptions. As painting tell us about our past, similarly, books and words written on metal or rocks also tell us about our history. Books and inscription or words written on hard surfaces like metal and rocks form an important part of our material heritage. It means all the books and words which is written on hard surfaces like metal and rocks, they all form an important part of our material heritage. Here you know the meaning of material heritage. It means something that was physically present in the past and which can now be touched. For example, places of worship, forts, etc. In the olden times, books were mostly written by hand on palm leaves. Students, as you can see in figure number 12, it is a book written by hand on palm leaves. As you know, in older times, books were not printed, they were written by hands on palm leaves. And our forefathers have preserved these books with great care for hundreds of years. And the next is conservation of our material heritage. Here conservation means protection of things which we found in nature. Now I'm going to read this para, listen to me. People who lived before us preserved our material heritage and kept it safe for years. As you all know, what is material heritage? It is preserved by our forefathers for many years. The Archaeological Survey of India, which is an agency of the Government of India, and several museums set up by our government work towards protecting the material heritage of India. Here it means that many government agencies and museums have been set up by our government. They all work towards protecting our material heritage of India, and it is our duty also to preserve it for our future. In Did You Know, Ahmad Lori was an architect who designed the Taj Mahal. Ahmad Lori जो है एक आर्किटेक्ट था जिसने कि ताजमहल डिज़ाइन किया था. It took to about 22 years. इसको कम से कम 22 years लगे थे and they have 20,000 people with them who built the Taj Mahal. This is all for today, but there are some instructions for you. If you don't have book or fair notebook, maintain your work in any notebook which is available at your home. Image of each and every page is being provided to you. Do your work neatly and according to the pattern. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.